10 years of Nigerianness should fly with me.
You should know.
You're mad.
As soon as she landed the airport, the accent to fly
away. If someone younger does it, it's like, oh, you're fresh. You're not allowed.
Your mom is fresh.
Yeah, hi guys, we're back again, and we're not gonna give any excuses this time around.
Yeah.
We've just been dealing with life.
Yeah,
okay?
life got in the way, so
mate. But anyway, we're back. Take us as we are. So it's like, I hope everyone had a good
Christmas
festive season.
Today we've got a very interesting topic.
It's rather interesting.
Yeah, so do you want to explain the topic? What
we're going to be talking about, we're talking about
FRESHIES, FOBS,
you just asked me
FOBS.
to explain it. This girl likes to talk over me. Guys, can you leave in the comment and tell her to shut up?
Okay,
sometimes?
just do your thing, innit?
You asked me to explain that, you're explaining yourself.
Do your thing.
But basically, FOBS, so the idea of like Freshies and FOBS, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so if you don't know what a Freshie or a FOB is, FOB stands for FOB, which means fresh off the boat. So like when you've literally just come from a new country and you've come to the UK, like literally fresh.
Yeah, like you've got the accent.
Yeah, you've got your mannerisms.
Yeah, it's just,
and it's like a casual slang term that people use. And a Freshie is kind of like the same thing as well. So it's commonly used amongst like black people. Yeah, black people, like Nigerians, Ghanaian, and
FOB,
Africans.
Fresh off the boat. Yeah, fresh off the boat. It's a silly, actually it's not really that silly to be honest, but we didn't come on the boat.
Exactly, not everybody came on the boat.
We didn't come on the boat.
But I think it's just like an expression, like a not literally you just jumped off a boat.
But some people some people came on the boat though.
Yeah, I think years ago, innit?
No, they still do it.
People still come on boats.
Libya and them lot. Yeah, it's mad. It's sad.
That whole thing is just crazy, man.
Some people actually come on the boat. But me personally, I can actually relate to it because I've been called a FOB. I've been called a FOB of times. Especially like, oh, you're a Freshie. Yeah. Oh, you're a Freshie. Are you Freshie? Even I call her Freshie sometimes as well. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't really do it. I'm just like, you FOB. Yeah. But sometimes it's just in a jokey manner. But then sometimes it's actually like serious and you get attacked in a way. Not like verbally attacked, and people are like, that FOB, and they treat you differently and everything, like it's crazy. Man. But yeah, like, our personal experience, like with me, it was more like when we first moved to the UK, and obviously I still had my very sort of like Nigerian, which I still do, but then it was very obvious that, okay, this person literally just come from Nigeria. This was like, like school times. And yeah, it would be, you'd get treated differently, literally, because they think like you don't really know what's going on in the UK and things like that, and you're just kind of new and naive. Yeah. So, fam, listen, I got bullied. I'm never gonna lie to you. Yeah, like even when I got to uni, okay, I wouldn't say bullying, but I would say I got picked on a little bit because obviously I didn't know myself. And they're like, oh, if I say something a certain way, they're like, oh, you're fresh, oh, you're a FOB, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I used to deny the old fresh thing. Like I would do. I'm like, I'm not fresh. Yeah. Or I'll be forcing the accent. I'll be like, I'm not fresh. But the more I force the accent, the fresher I sound. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, that's the thing. And I was kind of like that as well. Like it's just uni times. Uni times. Yeah, uni times. Like I don't think because I have got like a Nigerian accent as well as like the British. It's like a combination of. I'm not gonna lie, Kenny. You used to hide the accent. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like before, I used to try and kind of hide it because I didn't want to. Want to get treated differently, because you do get treated differently. Like, oh, this person just came from Nigeria. You don't really know what's going on. Like you're not really in. So I used to try and really sort of conceal it. I didn't want nobody to know that I just like I wasn't born here and I moved to the UK from Nigeria. So I used to really try and hide it. And in uni, some people clock. They'll be like, I can hear a bit of an accent there, and like, oh, were you born here? And people kind of try and tease you about it. And I used to be really like, oh, well, yeah, but I'm not fresh. That you know. But then it's like, not gonna lie, sometimes I just wanted to be I didn't know that you just have to be yourself, basically. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you will talk. Yeah, I'll just be like, is this my sister? Fab. I used to try and hide I'm just hearing this Oyinbo accent I've never had before in my life. I'm thinking this is not Kenny. Like. This is not Kenny. No, I did. I really tried to just hide it because I was like, I don't want no one treating me differently. Like I'm normal. I'm just like you. Like don't treat me differently. Listen, let's talk about our experience. Yes, yeah. I remember one time, I was voice noting one guy, and this guy was laughing at me for time. Oh, mate. He was laughing at me like he was like, oh, you're so fresh, and I was like, what do you? I don't know. I was trying to talk in some accent. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not fresh, man. Like what do you? And the fresh accent was even coming out more. It's like,
mate.
I'm not fresh, man. I'm not fresh, man. It was like, you're fresh, fam. I'm like, what's this one talking about? I can't even hear the fresh accent you're saying.
Yeah, talking about, because you're so used to it.
Yeah.
And that is my issue with the whole freshie and fob thing, is when people actually try and use that against you in a way. Like, if that's how you are, you weren't born, you know, you lived in a country where you lived and you've developed that way. So people now try and put you down, and more time the people that put you down are from that same country. Like, your mum is the same. Like,
listen, your parents, they speak in Nigerian accent.
If someone younger does it, it's like,
you're fresh. You're not allowed. Your mum is fresh.
Listen, people saying they're fresh. It's about trying to get rid of that thing about it being a cuss in the first place.
True,
do you get what I mean? Like, we're not trying to.
But that's what's baffling though. Like, your mum has got an accent, your dad has got an accent, but when it's a young person, they're fresh all of a sudden.
Or someone else, like I can't even lie. It's a funny one. It's just a funny one. I feel like.
So, no, do you know what? Yeah, some people say fresh in a good way, like, oh, but some people are like, oh, she's fresh, like, oh, I don't like, nah, she's fresh.
Yeah, that's the issue.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
That's the issue. Like, just because somebody hasn't grown up in the UK or was born in the UK or hasn't been in the UK all their life, it doesn't make them any less.
Listen, if you guys watch Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, Love and Hip Hop. So one girl, I think her name was Fanta. I don't know what her name was, but anyway, she came on Love and Hip Hop. She was a British girl. She had an accent, and people were like, oh, like, why did they let this girl on?
Where did she come from?
She's from London.
But London or Nigerian accent?
Yeah, she had an African accent.
Okay, yeah.
And people were like, this girl does not represent London, that why she got an accent. Can you guess what? It was some of the black people that were saying it, that were against the accent.
So crazy.
I was so angry. So that means crazy. Me. I've lived here most of my life, so that means I cannot represent the UK because I've got an accent. She didn't even fully have an accent, but she had a hint of a British, of an African accent, and people were still picking on it.
Wow, it's crazy because there's a threshold of how African you can be. So when this is from Africans, by the way, so this criticism is coming from Africans. So it's like, when you're too African, there's an issue, but you can only be a little bit, you can be a little bit African and that's cool, but when you're too African,
then it's a problem.
But you're African yourself,
innit?
You're mad.
You're very, very mad.
You're mad and you have no one to tell you.
You have no one to tell you.
You have nobody to tell you that, but you're mad.
You're mad.
You're mad.
But what's it called?
It's so crazy that who created this threshold? Why is it bad?
Society, man. Society.
Listen, I'll be as African as I want.
One of my friends, she was a girl, I'm not friends with her anymore, and a guy, I said something and I didn't pronounce it the right way, you know, and the guy was like, what did you just say? I was like, and then I repeated what I said. I was like, ha 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 ha. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, I walked out that day.
Fam,
I walked out. I was like, no way,
so
you're actually laughing at something I can't help.
Yeah, no.
You are mad.
You're mad.
Of course, now come and tell me that.
Fam, I'm like, yeah, I'm African. Like, come and tell me fresh. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Listen, I'm fresh.
What now? Like,
proud.
Fam, this is how I was brought up. So you expect that 10 years of Nigerianness to fly with me.
As soon as she landed at the airport, they asked her to fly away. Out.
And it's so mad because people that aren't Africans don't care about this stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you have an accent, but then sometimes they do try and treat you a bit different if they see that you have a thick accent. But the criticism to your face literally comes from the same people that from that same country. Like a lot of Nigerians are the one that, oh, you're a fob man. Oh, you're a fob man. Sometimes it can be funny, and do you know what? I call people a fob sometimes too, but I'll explain it.
But honest, like I can't believe I used to be so insecure about the way I spoke, to be honest. Like, I didn't even, like, let's say we were in a gathering with a lot of people, I wouldn't say anything.
That's so crazy.
Because I've got, like, people would just clock, I just wouldn't say anything. I would just keep quiet for the whole...
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's nuts, because...
It's always, we used to argue about it.
About what?
About, like, the accent stuff.
Really, did we?
Yeah, we did.
About what? Saying what?
Like, sometimes, like, you'll be talking, like... I don't know, you try to be, like, as British as possible, and I'll be like, can you just be yourself? Like, just be yourself. But I think now, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, that was my stage of trying to, like, not be treated differently. That was my way of trying to just be not... Because I didn't want to... I just didn't like the fact of, like, something that I can't help. And then someone's, like, trying to treat me differently or treat me, like I'm less... I was just like, nope, I'm gonna British, mate. I'm British.
You're British, fam. You're British,
fam. I'm British, mate. I wanted to explain why I call people FOBS. Should we do that at part 2?
Yeah, I think that's the
why I can call people why I call people FOBS, and it's funny when people try and force accent. We'll do that in part 2.
Yeah, we'll do that in part 2.
But but some people actually try and put you down.
They actually bully you because of your accent, because of something you can't help.
And it's coming from the Africans themselves. And your mum speaks the African way.
I'm not gonna lie, I've actually got a lot to say about this topic because I've been through some rubbish. I've been through some nonsense.
Even me as well, man.
Some non-netical nonsense.
Fob.
Yeah, part 2, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Peace out. Peace.
Mama mo. Oh, yeah, take all my money, put them for your waist, yo.